most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the Lord. Please children can see the way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites living there. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
I need you, Lord, right now. Yeah, yeah. I must tell Jesus all of my trials. I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, He kindly will help me. He ever loves and cares for His own. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. I must tell Jesus all of my troubles. He is a kind and compassionate friend. If I ask Him, He will deliver. Make all my troubles quickly and hand. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. I must tell Jesus. My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. What must I do when worldliness calls me? What must I do when tempted to sin? I must tell Jesus, and He will help me. Over the world, victory to win. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot read. No. Jesus. My burdens are low. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus can help me.
We gotta save it. Oh yeah, my sweet TNT. Oh yeah. We used to sing sweet, sweet Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not least while electorals ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you got to stand up and be counted. For daily we're intimidated. Every day our next witness silence, while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis, broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting Trinbago. It's time we separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap, while them police busy playing hide and seek. We're facing the world when we have to reap. Hey, oh yeah, save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah, in our schools, kids getting on. We're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe. Live MMA, they pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline Tomovado, mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole, Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be frotting, and while church attendance real low. Protest pack floods them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through our ports, big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic, Trinbago. We can't wait. The devil making hay while we sleep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap, while we look on numb as more mothers who weep. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, now the nation's soul has been revealed. How they find Shannon Banfield. Busy street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trend We must defeat this threat they've mounted. We cannot wait for no messiah. Like zero fiddling through the fire. But while the flames we keep romancing, the grim reaper keeps advancing across the land. It casts its shadow, slashing victims to the marrow. Trinlego, the time is now. Look how the price we paying. Don't see why some labor keep up in the world when we have to reap. We need a fresh new broom for a broad crime sweep. Must stop this world when we have to reap. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. I say we got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jabbing, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that dragon eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking to get it there easy. He got to practice economy, from getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, it's a terrible journey. back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to rise up, you got to stand up. Make up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And folks, as you get in, don't forget share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X, WZYE TV and YouTube. Subscribe. And you can always reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And you know what we say, ladies and gentlemen? It doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear. You have on a pink t-shirt, a gray t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. Doesn't matter what planet you're from. You're from Mazatanius, Xenoranius, Sonoranius. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And you know what we always say? We originate, we don't imitate, and this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
Oh, yeah. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the resident, what we call him, the resident love doctor. You haven't seen the love doctor in a while. I don't know what he's doing. But folks, we always tell you we originate, we don't imitate. We're the only radio program on the planet with an oath/pledge to you, the people, that we will bring you the facts, the whole facts, and nothing but the facts, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me bring in my pal, my glasses wearing pal tonight. He's taking a picture or a page out of the Wall Street book. Yeah, I had to write a book. I had to write a book. The man himself, the countryman, because Bisram say you shouldn't call him a country bookie, because bookie have a certain type of name to it. The countryman, the man himself, the one and only, the glasses wearing Uncle Tommy Boy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening, Walls. Professor, how are you today?
I can't complain, boy. First time I seeing glasses, man.
I wear glasses here all the time. You don't. I guess it's not visible.
Nah, it wasn't noticeable, man. I looking and I'm saying, I had to fix my glasses to see if I'm making sure you have on glasses too. Because, you know, it's interesting how I started wearing glasses, right, Tommy? Did I ever give you this story?
No, sir.
So one day I woke up and well, I used to get the 5:45 a.m. train out of Maplewood into Hoboken, and then I took the PATH train to the World Trade Center in order to get to work. So this one morning, I was by the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal. I used to try to read most of the newspapers. So this one morning, Tommy, I'm reading the papers and the letters kind of fuzzy. You know what I mean? It
Mm-hmm.
it yeah, it wasn't I said, boy, I said, nah, boy. I said, boy, I gotta get a little more rest. Because like I ain't sleeping. I woke into it and I ain't getting enough. So I went to bed earlier now. Next day I come back again. The same thing happened, but Tommy, the words of them kind of fuzzy and thing. So, I told my wife, and she said, maybe you need reading glasses. I said, but wait, reading glasses? I was a young fella, you're reading glasses. Well, I said, let me try something. What I try? I try a 1.50 or 2.25, I think. No, 1.50. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Tommy. The words stop being fuzzy in the newspapers. And from then on, I've gone up now to 2.00. I don't have prescription glasses, but I had to wear reading glasses.
I myself is reading glasses
So
I wear also. But for
yeah,
years, I
yeah, yeah.
for years I read a lot of fine print, especially like computer dumps, because that was my business. I used to do a lot of debugging.
Uh, yeah, so I am from then on. I have to wear glasses. You know what I mean? Um, and it's been fine. I went to the doctor the other day, and he said everything. I need no prescription glasses. So that is a good thing. You know what I mean? So most of the time, I'll go and just
Upgrade your reading prescription.
say that again. You went out there for a little bit.
I'm saying you from time to time you will just check your reading to make sure that you have strong enough lens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well. Sometimes when I'm sitting down and looking at TV, and I start to squint a little bit because my wife tell me to be squinting. It's because they told me there's not enough light in the room. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm squinting. So I had to get a little more light. So let me go to the chat quick today. Let me see. Let me see. Anyway, let me go to the chat quick today. Hey, look,
Hanif
Hanif was in
first
first. Hanif was in first tonight, boy. We Hanif, Tommy, boy. Tommy, the
changing.
people is the guard changing. We haven't seen Nadia in a while. Nadia always used to be first in the chat. We haven't seen Takesha in a while. Takesha always be first in the chat. Well, the fella with the first name that starts with M and the last name starts with a J. what is his name again, Tommy?
Mean Gene.
Oh, how could I? Tommy, how could I forget that fella? All right, sorry, I apologize. Mean Gene. Once in a while, when Mean Gene get his once in a while, Mean Gene gets his phone. He's in first in the village, but you know what I mean. It doesn't happen often. Oh, and Hailey too. You know it's funny, eh? Hailey has never called in. Mean Gene has never called in. Nadia has never called in. Takira called in.
Mean Gene never called in.
Never called in. He never called in. I don't know, man. He might feel they have a radio face instead of a radio voice. I don't know. But he never called in.
Okay.
Never called in. Yeah, never called in. You think he's afraid to call in?
Mm, you just can't tell what his motivation is.
You can't tell what his motivation is?
Nah,
Okay, okay. All right.
I wouldn't want to guess.
What is motivation? All right. Kizzy, welcome. How are you?
And Sam and Uncle Tommy, good night.
Good night to you.
Oh,
How are
hello,
you doing?
Kizzy. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Uncle Tommy, how are you there?
I'm coping. I'm doing my best, and I'm hoping that
You're
that's good
coping a
enough.
little. Oh,
To-
okay. Sorry to
Tommy,
hear that.
Tommy, I just say
But
something, eh?
Uncle
Hold a minute,
and
hold a minute.
Tom,
Kizzy, hold a minute, hold a minute.
uh-huh.
Tommy, I just had to say something, eh? I noticed that many times when the ladies call, there's always say, Uncle Tommy, how you doing? They don't say, what shit how you doing first, and it's always Uncle Tommy, how you going? Well, tell me why it is not Tommy. Tell Tommy,
Kizzy, you explain to him what's going on.
Tommy.
Kizzy,
I guess it's probably a seniority thing. I don't know. Maybe could be.
All right. All right.
I just assuming.
Oh, is that respecting? Is that respecting?
Yeah, could be.
All right.
Be. And Sam, I just want to extend a heartfelt thank you for what you did for me today.
No, it's all of us here at WZYE.
is she there?
It's it.
No, it's all of us here at WZYE. Yeah, are you there?
Yes, I am, Uncle Tom.
Yeah. So what it is it's all of us here at WZYE 95.9 FM. So the internet
in the village.
Yeah, it's all of us here in the village who have always been able to reach out when people reach to us. We try to do our
All
best,
right, thanks.
and we appreciate you appreciating what we do for you and
Yes.
others. So thank you very much for being thankful.
Okay, dear. Thanks so much. You have a good night.
All right, bye.
Good
All
night,
right.
Kizzy.
Yeah, Tommy. So yeah, Andrew Lochan
Lochan.
from wait now. There's two Andrew Lochan here. Andre Part 1 and Andre Part 2. Andre, which one is the one from Canada? Which one is the one from Trinidad? Tommy, you wouldn't believe who here. You wouldn't believe it. A fella
believe
from
anything.
East Orange. You know him?
Yeah, Big George.
His first name starts with a G.
Big George.
Yeah, and him now locked on, just listening. He just listening.
Thank you for
Yeah?
looking on, listening.
Oh,
Big
oh.
George.
Yeah, we glad he locked on, but he just listening because anyway. Let me do say nothing, eh? Before I get in trouble. Biznat, welcome.
Thank him. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you. Rasta Jack boy in the house. And Tommy, look your partner, Gordon Joseph. Read what you say.
Good evening, all. Hope all's well or will be soon. God can do anything that's good. Agreed.
All right, that's your partner, Gordon Joseph. Yeah, we have Renaissance boy, Renaissance from Workers' Rights, boy. Renaissance, we're going partner. We have to still do that simulcast, you know. We had to do that. Yeah, man. Run us from workers right. Big, you know. They're doing big things, boy. Yeah, boy.
Because right
Expose.
860.
Yeah, they're going on. Workers right 868. Yeah, what going on there up in Point 14? The exposing thing, you know. The real exposing thing, boy. Troy, how you going, partner? Welcome.
Good evening, Joy.
Yeah, Troy say Uncle Tommy, Rowley mother and father build the refinery. He ain't sell the farm in Tobago. Okay. Ah, Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. Anna boy, the powerful Miss Santa Cruz, you know, Santa Cruz, you know, she does do real research, you know, no joke, you know. Yeah.
Yep.
When she starts, so is thunder boy. Patricia Hutchison, Patricia, welcome. How are you? Yeah. Bijram boy. Wait now. Bijram, you know, Bijram, nah. I have a bone to pick with you today, brother. Tommy, every time Bijram put up his first quote, doesn't he always tell us what is dinner?
What
What
cooked?
is dinner?
Yeah.
What he cook? The man put up, I don't feel this is him doing it. Good day, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street, all listeners locked on. What happened? You think he had a quota on the amount of letters he could have typed or the amount of words he could have typed or something?
Maybe today is a day for fasting. He probably ate too much yesterday.
Or you fasting?
Could very well be.
Okay, all right. Walton Walker, boy, out in Tobago, boy. Them licensing officers still up in Tobago have harassing and demonizing them Tobagonians, Tommy. You know that's all the good for, you know. Caribbean soul, welcome. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Tommy, yeah, what your partner Big George says. You know, I don't know, eh? Big George, Fox, Gordon Joseph, Ambrose Blanc, um, Willie, our partner named Willie, they're very consistent in their behaviors. George says, don't believe that. This is an anti-PNM, anti-Rowley with a bunch of UNC fans. How is this? Tommy, how it is? It's a fact-based, George. It's facts. I feel George like fiction, you know. Alan, welcome. Yeah, good night to the two gentlemen in the dance.
George, we love to speak truth to power, regardless of
Jo-
who's in power.
Ian Gordon and them don't like to hear that. You know? They want us to come and give them misleading information. Tell them like, you know what? If you go through the Holland Tunnel, you could start in England and end up in France.
Hmm.
George wants us to give him that type of information and he go lap it up. Yeah? Or you want to tell you, you know what? Petro shouldn't close down, you know. It's just restructured. That's what George going to tell you.
Hmm.
Yeah. Jerome, welcome. Yeah. So the Piper in Get Petrochill right now, he blue vex. Yeah.
So you read that article about Petrotrin
And
and
Jindal,
yeah, you read the yeah, the article where the where Mark was saying that he's not unapologetic about the stance he took.
who's unapologetic?
UNC.
Wade Mark?
Yeah.
You mean from when he had the press conference on Sunday?
Yeah, from the Prime Minister's press conference where he's blaming the opposition
But
for Jindal's
Tommy,
departure.
Tommy, you know something, Tommy? There is a virus going around with many PNM people, which is, and I've always said this. Why do you continuously blame someone that hasn't been in power for 9 years? They have not been in power for 9 years. You know, um, you went to India and you brought back two companies who are involved in massive corruption, Jindal and Hafer, right? And I'm gonna get what Wade Mark said on Sunday, Tommy, with respect to Gilder, what he did in Bolivia. People sleeping on that, you know. He promised Bolivia all kind of thing. Promised them, right? Didn't fulfill the promises in years.
Didn't deliver.
Didn't deliver. Took them to International Court of Arbitration. Lost. And we in Trinidad and Tobago, the Prime Minister Rowley, want to bring that same man to Trinidad and Tobago to deal with our oil refinery. Really and truly? Oh God.
No,
Do a little work.
clearly there was no due diligence being done when it comes to who you go into bed with.
Absolutely, Tommy. None. Zero. Duck. Not. And you go hear Gordon Joseph and Big George and them talking all kind of things. All kind of stories. Right? Because, you know, it is sad, eh? I start to see that they fired the Soca Warriors coach. You know? After it looked like he was trying to turn things around. So I don't know if I could help George and Gordon Joseph and them get a position on the Soca Warriors because they was looking for some goalpost shifters, some goalpost people to move the goalposts. So I don't know who the new coach is gonna be, but I'm sure I might have some contacts who might know the new coach. So maybe I could help Fox or Gordon or George or them because them fellas like to shift the goalposts, you know. Only shifting, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
And if say you were jamming them on the ground report?
No, I was just giving facts. You understand? I like to give facts because I don't know how to give anything else. Yeah? And the Santa Cruz say he blaming Kamala for these sales. Oh God, you know, Prime Minister really real good, you know. That man will go up on a platform, wave paper. Wave paper. Yeah, the letter and oh God, boy. Walton said the licensing officers gone across the sea to come again. Also, they're leaving. Now they're coming back. Caribbean soldiers tell them Kamala drunk and peed on herself. That's what they're like. Yeah, yeah. There is a man trying to pay them. Petrochen not shut down, it was restructured. So Tommy, let me think about this, right, Tommy? How could you, in your right mind, sit there and defend that Petrochen not closed down? Seriously, how could someone? It's like you know what, Tommy? Panama closed down, you know. BWI closed. BOAC closed down, you know. They just repainted the planes. That is it. You know what, Tommy? Hilo still in existence in Trinidad, right? It just restructured, right? Do we still have Hilo in Trinidad, Tommy?
No.
Wait, no, Tommy, come on, man. We serious, you know? Didn't they just change their name and they restructured? I tell you, boy. I tell you.
But even if the refinery was restructured, it would have kept operating.
But I mean,
the operation ceased. 5,000 plus people went home.
Yeah. Hold on, Tommy. Caller, welcome.
They was shit. Pleasant good night to you, Uncle Tommy, and the rest of the world.
Same to you.
Shit.
Yeah.
You see the callers and them who like to shift the goalposts every time they're trying to take a shot at the goal. I send something for you.
Okay.
They could consider applying for it. It's simple, you know? Right? So you could share the video I just sent you and they will understand where this is coming from.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. You know, Tommy, some people may ask, how did you get to this point, Tommy? How did I get to this point? A person named Wall Street, who used to be one of the most adamant defender. I used to defend I used to play right back, left back, the middle back, the corner back, all the backs, you know. Real back, you know. Yeah. Caller, welcome.
Good evening to the panel inside and the one outside.
Gordon Joseph, welcome.
Those who can speak, how are you all?
We are doing splendid first indeed.
Great, thank you.
Gordon Joseph, before you start, can I ask you a question?
No.
I don't want you to
Don't
go.
matter ask that. Just ask me a question.
Okay.
Just don't stop going on a roll. But
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. On a current roll or coconut roll?
Both.
Okay. Was Petrochem closed down?
What is the relevance of that?
Oh, God.
Before I answer.
Oh, God.
I'm glad you're laughing, you know, because you know it's not relevant. You understand? Because if they tell me half dozen eggs,
Oh, God.
I know that's supposed to be 6. That's supposed to be 6.
Gordon Joseph.
If you tell me 6 eggs,
Gordon
if you tell
Joseph.
me 6 eggs, I know
Oh,
that's supposed
God.
to be half dozen.
Gordon,
You know it's still have people saying hilo.
Gordon Joseph.
You
Gordon
know
Joseph.
it's still have people saying hilo.
Gordon
Yeah, right by hilo. Look, down by hilo.
all right.
Right after hilo, that's where he living.
Make a contribution.
But
Go
the
ahead.
place ain't name hilo again.
Go ahead. Make a
Oh
contribution.
gosh, man, let me deal with things that have value and pertinence, now, man.
Go ahead, now, man. Make your
Oh
contribution,
gosh,
now,
man, look
man.
what's going on in the country.
Make your contribution. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. All right. Go ahead.
I look forward to, you see, you all with the mic,
Yeah.
but you are such an advantage,
Yeah.
such an advantage because you're the first voice. And a lot of the disciples, you all come like the apostles, they're ready to follow, no? Because as far as they're concerned, hey, all you have it done pack. And anything all you say is gold. So here what I like to do, well, I already mentioned the people that I like to listen to. But I have a next bunch of people that I like to listen to. No? You see the formers? I like to listen to the formers and them. You know why? Because I'm listening to hear who will ask them questions such as, for example, okay, Miss Teixeira, she was right there, in and amongst them. She gets herself in a little situation. I hear the voices and some of the things that they would have said. You know, she leave that body, right? And she gone square. I hear them voice and them dealing with her the same way. You understand? But I have questions, right? Fasan Barat, Devant Maraj, Gary. Oh, we could forget Gary, right? These people were right there in and amongst them. Mr. Jack Warner, I listened to the things that they would have said. You understand what I'm saying? And I look forward to seeing the people with the mic ask them, listen, you said so and so and so and so. How come you're saying this now?
Well, all right.
Hear what changed?
But listen, what about...
You tell me about that in the past, and yesterday, and today. Don't give me that stupidness.
All right, so Gordon...
Because if it wasn't 4 years, you could never reach 5.
All right, so Gordon, what about the things the Prime Minister said in the past with respect to crime? And now we have a different story with respect to crime. What about...
the challenge to hear this
all right.
making real noise.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. What about the things Prime Minister Rowley said when he was in opposition, as opposed to the things that he now saying when he's the Prime Minister with respect to crime?
Yes, and I am saying that you're in the position to question them.
No, but
you understand? No, I don't know if there's anything specific you're referring to.
Yeah.
Are you referring to something specific?
Yes. Let me tell you exactly what it is. All right? As a matter of fact, what I'll do, I'll put it up on the screen. Let me tell you exactly what it is, right? This is what it is. This is what it is. Right? In opposition, the Prime Minister said, if the government can't deal with crime, then the government itself is part of the problem. Right? That is what he said in opposition. Now, as Prime Minister, this is what he said. This country is a violent one, and there is no switch to turn off murders and crime. How about that? How about that, Gordon? That's facts.
That is where you all come in. Yes, I heard when he said that.
But
let me tell you this.
Yes.
I totally disagree with him. I totally disagree with him. And it just happened to be, look, he is the prime minister now.
So
So now this is where you could ask him, but listen, you said so and so. What are you saying now? What are you saying now? So I totally agree with him. What I can't take is the go along, come along, trying to only play one side of the record. The record are two sides, you know. So they like to quote Manning say, and that's how they exploit it. I would say, Mr. Manning deceased. He said all kind of things about Dr. Rowley, all kind of things he said about him. You understand? And help a whole lot of people to not like him, But listen, he didn't only say things about Dr. Rowley, you know. He said things about the next person who became prime minister. You understand? But sometimes I don't hear the quoting what he said about her, no.
Yeah.
But the quoting what he said about the Rottweiler.
Yeah.
And what he said about the, you understand what I'm saying?
So God, listen, we had to go for the break in 30 seconds. But listen to this, right? Listen to this, right? In my estimation, Gordon, what you want us here to do is to try to cover
the balance thing. Go ahead.
No. You want us to try to cover everything going on in Trinidad and Tobago. Everything that happened in the past.
Not everything.
Right?
You can't cover everything. And that's why I say you should be doing something else, because you quite up. So all kind of thing happening here. And you want to give the impression that you understand the only solution to that is XYZ. Right? And I am saying, no, you're wrong like a... Oh, okay. You play the thing.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
In it, and I go hold on and listen. All right?
Yeah. All right. So you're breaking up, but call back because you're breaking up. You hear me?
All right.
Call back. Yeah, man. Bless. Yeah. You see, Tommy, that's part of the problem, eh? Because Gordon Joseph don't tell Pastor Google and them, and Julia Davy and them, and Sharon Felix and them, right? What they should play and what they shouldn't play, right? As a matter of fact, we give Gordon Joseph more time here, right? And he say we anti-PNM and we anti-Rowley, right? And we give him time here. That is what it is, Gordon. We believe, yeah, people want to hear exactly where you're coming from. When you tell people, you listen to Mr. Bingo, Mr. Bacteria, and the PSA hater. That is who you just listen to. You expose yourself. Tommy, the man expose himself, right? So don't get vexed us here where we play. This is a lot of hard work, you know. You understand? Well, folks, let's go for the break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And all these songs we just play, right? Look at Lady Gypsy, the song she sing. Them fellas and them don't play that, you know, Tommy. Why they don't play that? They don't play Ansel Roger's song. Why they don't play that? Gordon Joseph and Big George, you too. Why you don't play that, Big? Why they don't play that? Fox, what about you? Tommy, anyway, let me go for the break, will you? Folks, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you. We're going to go for a quick break and we'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I build me a coffin. I make it my home. Because that is my only choice. This kind of life, I leave it alone. Because when I look around and I see man raping their own daughters mercilessly, man living with man, woman with woman. So how must I live? I can't understand. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Yeah. bandit in my face with a gun. Take my own instant, began to run. I'm in the station reporting what the bandit do. I was the same bandit I was reporting to. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Come on, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. When you I'm frightened one more time, come again. I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened to live. Hear me now. It is obnoxious. When I look around, things I just hear and see. My God, how could I go on? Children killing children every day. Parents guiding their children to go straight. Tell me how those kids get in all those guns and where in the those guns coming from. Yes, I'm frightened to live. Where you? I'm frightened to live. Come again. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. In my ceiling, and gun. This is my whole family. They're carrying down, but the police get caught. Everything. All they get is transfer. Crime again is we are frightened. This goes. I want to listen to my Michael. Hey, but we're trying to die. And we're trying to die by the hands of a bandit. Halfway search them in their police. They halfway search them in their back. But if they stop big man child, end up dead. They go into pain, putting out force and energy. Fighting the killer immediately. So how must I live? Well, I'm frightened to live. Come again. I'm frightened to live. I told that she answered. That's the answer. Listening to the speech of the wife, taking in the words of the Almighty. You know the priest, I have me. Is he frightened to live? I'm frightened. Sing. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Come again. I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened. One more time. Hey, I'm frightened. One more time. Like a
They can't come for free. I'll get with both Canada, one in Atlanta. I started with 200. They must start with Mr. Warner. Give it 200. All the matchmate. Oh.
Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
This is Travis Scott. 21-7.
You're listening to In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
What it do is some baby and we in the mix.
What's up? It's your boy Usher.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce.
It's your boy Chris Brown right here.
Playing nothing but the best. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
What's up? It's your boy Usher.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you. on WZYE 95.9 FM. Come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Caller, hold on a minute. Caller, hold on a minute. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Hold on a minute, caller. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, people, share the live, share the live, share the live. WZY 95.9 FM on Facebook. Like the page as well. WZYE TV and YouTube. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text welcome. Voice notes are also welcome.
Caller, welcome.
Yo, one shit.
Yeah.
One shit.
Yeah.
The question we just asked Gordon, considering that you get your answer,
No.
play the video I just sent you and they go understand why. Everybody go understand why. Play the video I just sent you.
I'm going to play it now. Let me play it now. Let me play it. This is the video Point 14 just sent me there. I had to go and look for it. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Let me see which one is it here. Oh, here we go. I think this is it right here. Tommy, this is the video I was just sent. So let me play. Watch. All right, there you go, Tommy. Tommy, you think them fellas go learn anything from that, Tommy?
Shift the goalpost. That's a good one. That's a real good one.
Yeah, point for that. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Florida, welcome. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good night, Mr. Handsome. Good night, Mr. Tommy.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Handsome, Mr. Tommy, you hear this, God, Joseph? You see, these people and them don't belong on FM radio to call in, only on AM radio. They're not custom with AM radio.
Oh, God.
You're talking about all the Jack Warner and Gary Griffith and them say about camera, right?
Yeah.
All right. They say they find true plant-like substance. But right now, plant-like substance legal in Trinidad for plants. They say camera drunk. How much time the big videos on Facebook and every rowdy doing the Congo line drunk? Yeah? Spitting on himself. They say Kamala fall long on a statue. Who went and watch plan and fall long? And Rowley? Then he gonna and tell Manning how the person who put him out of parliament, look what happened to me when look at you. But none of that don't matter. Because you're bringing up the past with talk and hearsay and he said, like politics. Them is politician. Right now, them salary is 100,000 for the month and leave them with the talk the politics. A man of facing corruption charges send a personal letter to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Personal. It went through the office, that went personal to him. But you don't have a problem with that, Gordon. So what you trying to say? The Prime Minister, and then he come on a public platform and talking about the letter that, well, Mr. Hansen, and I tell you, Mr. Tommy, that is just an election gimmick. This man not interested. To start that plan need over $1 billion US. And then to get a plan upstreaming that will take 4 to 6 months to get back. And then to make production now to make back your money, we don't go a whole year to start to make money. Then you to get gas. You have to be careful with getting gas from Venezuela because of sanction. So you see, all that was just an election gimmick. But why this gender man is a big topic now? Because distraction. So go on, Joseph. Let me deal with facts what going on in Trinidad now. Let me deal with the facts that parents cannot afford books. children cannot get a proper education if they can't get books. So we will do with that next year now to have under 50% of the people, children, not passing an exam and not coming out with one subject. Because right now, coming to the future, everything will be computerized, and to get a work in KFC just now, you had to have 10 subjects. Look on and listen, Mr. Hansman. Mr. Tommy, so Mr. Gordon Joseph was a big man on AM radio. We used to call him long time. Make a little sense now. All right.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Ansel,
Yeah.
I always say, let me ask you this. There's this controversy with books where every year they do a new edition and you cannot recycle last year's book. What do you say about that?
Well, let me tell you this, right? So my daughter, when she was in college, will go to a used bookstore online and purchase all her books. She never purchased any new books. Well, let me not say she never purchased. Most of the time, she purchased used books, and it might have been the 10th edition and not the 12th edition. Because what happens is that in the 12th edition, they might change a sentence in a paragraph,
That's right.
or they might change a picture, right? And they make it the 12th edition, and they charge you $75 more, $25 more. That's the way how the authors and them how to make the money. So it's about the people who are writing the books. How are they going to continue? And the companies with these books, how are they going to continue to make money? So almost every year, they might have a new edition, but you could still use the 10th edition, which is almost 98% of what you need to know if you're in the class. So to me, if a person starts I use books in Trinidad and Tobago, I'm sure they have it. They will do very well. Yeah, let me take this call. Brooklyn, welcome.
Good night to you, Worship. Good night, Uncle Tommy, to the viewers and listeners. Good night to all of you.
Yeah.
Now, Worship,
Yeah.
you see people in Trinidad and Tobago, I don't know. I think it's because we end up leaving Trinidad and Tobago and we see the rest of the world. I think that's what makes me so brilliant. People don't buy books no more. People who arguing in a school or a classroom about a book list, they ain't learn nothing. Books was the days when they didn't have technology. Worship, a classroom of children, all of them, they didn't have with any mother or the father. They could put $2, $3, $5, whatever, and buy one book. Every child in a school have a cell phone with a camera. You then take the book you buy, you then do it. I never go to school and finish a whole book in a class. You never finish a whole book, Wall Street. Never. You always finish like wherever the teacher call on for you to study, that's where you're going. All you had to do is take a picture, you print it out, you had a copy of it, you no longer need the book. It's that easy. And when people start doing this, the wicked people who think the parents go run for a book list to buy that book, when they realize they're not making money no more, they go cut the nonsense out. It's simple like that, I used to see Chinese children after school coming to Barnes and Nobles, and they would sit down in Barnes and Nobles, and all the expensive textbook, they're going to take the pictures of whatever topic they on in school, and they will take the pictures, they're going to print it in the machine, right, and staples or whatever, and they will go home. And then they will come after whatever subject on, they do the same thing. They never buy them expensive textbook. And it's time people in Trinidad understand something. You no longer have to have a book list running for a book, right? If the parent of the child in the classroom that your child could afford it, you just tell that child that might be a friend, children, the parents even have to know. You take pictures in the book. You take a picture of whatever topic is the class is on, and you go and you print that picture, and you have your pages, and you study like that. That is the greatest idea. We have technology now. The phone that you have is not just a text your boyfriend and girlfriend. Also, you could use the same phone that you have. And if you don't feel to take a picture, you can make notes because in the phone it have part for notes and they make notes of whatever the textbook have in it. And you don't need to buy a textbook. You understand? Some people buy a textbook, the child buy a textbook and they use it twice. Twice. Wall Street. And then the textbooks go in a box. That's what's going on. So the people have to understand and get to the time. And I want to tell Gordon Joseph sometimes just sit down in the back seat and listen. Because Wall Street asks you a question. And then you ask Wall Street a question and a question. Gordon Joseph, go and see if the children need to do some homework or something and see if they can learn something from the homework they're doing. Because you don't ask question on question. Wall Street asks you a simple question. Pedestrian still open? You start to beat around the bush like you're running wrong Balize house. Or the Balize plant in your house start to dry up. Stop it, Joseph. Go relax, man. Go sit down and just listen to positive vibes on this show this afternoon, man. Take a back seat. And when you go to church, I don't always remind you, you're 10% again the pastor in your church taking it in Jesus' name, and then on a Monday morning he go in the bank and paying it on his name. God Joseph. You need getting out smart. Rowley out smart than you, your pastor out smart than you, everybody out smart than you, God Joseph. This is positive talk here. Learn from we here, God Joseph. Watch it Uncle Tommy. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Good night.
You know, Tommy, what I would advise parents to do is to somehow see if you could get, I don't know if they have used bookstores in Trinidad, but the book doesn't really change that much. You know what I'm saying? They just change a few things in the book. The cover page might change, and they charge you a 50%, a 25% increase. Mover Defender, welcome.
Listen, night, good job. How are you tonight?
We
Good,
are
thank
excellent.
you, and yourself.
I was going to ask a question.
Sure.
What is the meaning of slander?
The meaning of slander is when you lie on someone and you make allegations of them that's not true.
So is Jindal not before the courts in India?
Yeah. He's
So
involved.
how we can say the UNC and the opposition slandering if I was to say the slandering?
Well, Mover Defender, you have to understand the Prime Minister, You see that video where Point Fortune just sent it with shifting the goalpost? That is a good video. Yeah. We have to save. I'm gonna save that video and put it in our repertoire. Because
one more thing, I don't know if you know about this one.
Yeah.
Because I cannot join in late. I don't know what you're talking about before. But did you know Jindal had some issues in Bolivia?
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely correct. Same thing. You went and
talked about it before already?
Yeah. We talked about it. We raised
Not
it.
in details, but we just touched on it.
I don't know. I just want to bring that to your attention about slander.
Yeah.
And the parents are saying that the slander Jindal name. And he's before the court. He even has to ask the court for permission to leave the country.
But you slander your name.
But we slander your name until night.
All right. Huh? Yeah, okay, no problem. Bye-bye. Anybody can go to Google. Or you go to Google. Google Naveen Jindal and Google Hafed, Hafed, and corruption. Just Google it. You will see the amount of things that comes up. Yeah? KFC, welcome. KFC, turn on your computer.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
How you doing, man?
Good night, KFC.
Hey, man. That's holding on. Oh, God.
That's
Washington went on the main road Saturday and taking some pan, man. Well, post up down the place down there because, they can't strong on.
That's a good thing.
Every corner I go is police and I'm thinking about. I enjoy the pan.
That's good.
Well, Mr. Wall Street.
Yeah.
And then the Prime Minister, before you and Tommy and me, the opposition force and them really scandalizing and running business people from coming to the country. So they run standards. So they run the Indian business. They want nothing good for this country.
Nah, yeah.
Like he starting a campaign mood, but I see that they use jackass word and thing, but you call them as jackass and all kind of thing, man.
Yeah, he called the economist, And you know something? It have a person here. You know, I don't understand this, Tommy. Tommy, if you the prime minister and you using such language, and the person tells us it have an animal by that name, so he's saying that it's acceptable for the prime minister to call a female by that name. I don't get that.
But Mr. Washington, if is the father of the nations, so that I say, and use them kind of words, to the younger generation that come up and a big man like you in the country talk them kind of words and things.
KFC, he's the father of the KFC. Father which nation?
Don't say. But if you talk them kind of thing, we need to the younger youth. But Mr. Washington, like Jamaica, like the cover dragon in Jamaica, boy. You know, tonight, a young lady got shot over there tonight, so they're making 19 murders right now.
Yeah. I heard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I know the young lady could too. Mr. Washington, love and respect.
Bless.
Love and respect.
Yeah, man.
Okay?
Yeah, man.
Mr. Atlanta, call back. Folks, let's go to the breaking news segment. We have breaking news for you. Right?
Wow.
Breaking news, boy. Well, let's stay tuned.
Struggling doubles and other vendors to face the tax man. Vendors along Charlotte Street, Port of Spain, and High Street, San Fernando, must pay their dues. The famous sauce doubles in Curipe is among those affected. Minister of Finance Coleman Burt, who is scraping everywhere to collect money, will soon tax doubles and vendors of other goods and services. The Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority, TTRA, which is being operationalized, will issue Board of Inland Revenue, BIR, numbers to wayside and itinerant vendors. These vendors will then be mandated to file annual tax returns, making them liable to pay income tax according to the BIR assessment schedule. The issuance of taxation numbers is expected to begin within the next few months, according to informed sources. Imbert has been frantically seeking to raise revenue outside of periodic borrowings and withdrawals from the Sovereign Heritage and Stabilization Fund, HSF. The government recently lifted the borrowing ceiling by $10 billion. In an affidavit to support the functioning of TTRA, Imbert said, "The government cannot continue to sustain budget deficits by increasing government borrowing and debt much longer." He also noted that international credit rating agencies have warned that if the government is not able to achieve fiscal consolidation in the near future, the country's international credit rating will be downgraded. The minister, who has delivered 8 deficit budgets in 9 years, has been pressing for the TTRA to begin running. He authorized the issuance of letters to workers in the existing agencies that will comprise the TTRA, giving them until July 31st to state whether they are willing to join the new agency. These workers are currently employed at the Inland Revenue Division and Customs and Excise Division. Imbert's move angered the Public Services Association, PSA, which asked the Court of Appeal to clarify its decision to permit an appeal on a relevant lawsuit. The PSA said that the minister's action flies in the face of the rule of law. The TTRA is designed to tackle weaknesses in the current tax collection system by spreading the net to cover everyone who earns an income. At present, workers in the informal sector do not pay taxes. However, the measure is expected to harshly impact the working poor, who are already bearing the high cost of food, transportation, accommodation, and other necessities. The government has been roundly criticized for its lack of diversification of the economy away from the energy sector, which is bringing in lesser and lesser returns because of falling production and sagging prices. Natural gas production is at its lowest in almost 20 years, and oil output has fallen by about 30% in the last decade. Improved tax collection is the government's primary measure to boost revenues. Public affairs observers see a return to the national economic circumstances of the early 1980s, when the George Chambers administration introduced sweeping taxes. The Chambers regime took a U.S. $100 million loan from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, which came with tough conditions. Public officers' salaries were slashed by 10%, and other stringent measures were introduced. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has boasted that his administration has not sought an IMF bailout. However, the absence of major sources of income has led to a drastic fall in the quality of life. And now, struggling doubles and other vendors will face the tax man.
So it's tax, tax, tax. Mr. President, Winston Churchill said, you cannot tax a nation into prosperity. You cannot do that. Mr. President, you have to diversify. You have to transform our economy. You have to attract foreign direct investors.
Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
And when I make the statement that this government evil and wicked, the pastor with the internet search engine him saying, hey, oh you the only person saying that. For me, I trying to make a little living. Honest living. An honest living. Right? All of a sudden now. Not only that, but property tax too,
Yep,
right?
September.
Yeah, property tax too, And all of a sudden, I seen somebody in the back who just came in there. Is she supposed to come in?
I don't know if we've seen somebody.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's supposed to pay us a surprise visit, you know.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Well, all right, let me finish with this. Then I'll bring it in. Yeah, now, Tommy. And all right, let me take this one. Hold on. Bijram, welcome.
Yeah, good night, how are you?
We are splendiferous, tremendous, and marvelous.
All right. I was getting problem to get in the program this evening. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, because we didn't see you put up where you cook today. You know, made us every single
Oh,
day.
because I wasn't getting any program, and I had also passed because I can't get any program, so I didn't put nothing.
No, but you put
Out of
something.
nothing.
You put something up in the chat. I see something in the chat.
Yeah, but I didn't get any program there, so I didn't bother really.
Oh, okay.
The problem.
Yeah,
Hey, I have to pay long time, right?
Yeah.
I have to pay 25% to the venue. Now it's 50%, you know.
25% to the what?
I used to pay the venue and them.
Oh,
20. Just spend a week, I paid 25%. Now it's gone up, you know, 50%, you know.
Really?
Yeah, everything going up. So clothes, everything going up. So I have to pay 25% extra.
Wow.
On venue.
Okay.
So it's easy.
Okay.
So we have a surprise guest.
Yeah.
A pleasant surprise.
Tommy, hold on.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Bijram.
I don't know what it could be.
Well, boy, 20.
Yeah, but the dengue.
Bijram, your Wi-Fi gain problem.
Yeah,
your Wi-Fi went out. Your Wi-Fi went out there for a little bit. Go ahead.
I said dengue spreading in Grandy now.
Oh God, dengue in Grandy, boy.
Look like all over the world.
Two people there and think of dengue already.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know what may be taking place.
Hey, Bijram, you don't sell doubles, right?
Nah, I don't sell doubles.
All right, you ain't getting no tax then. You're safe.
But they're working on that, you know.
But no, we just played the story. They're going to tax doubles vendors. It's tax.
Yeah, but that was just in last year. They're planning us to do that.
Yeah, but it coming.
It coming. Yeah, no, just say I don't know what they're taxing again.
Yeah.
I don't know what they will tax again.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't
they
come
tax the poor.
Yeah.
Continue taxing the poor. What else?
You know, they
for survival. Taxing the poor for survival.
They might tax.
We in some trouble, you know.
Yeah, they might tax wind just now in Trinidad. When they go tax.
You know.
There's all kind of things they tax.
You know.
Yeah.
But there's tax wind, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
The
surprised.
oxygen, medical oxygen and all them things that is tax that, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Hospital oxygen. They have to pay tax, you know.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I look to as well, I get through the program there. Look to listen.
Yeah, man, bless.
All our pastor, they didn't put nothing to eat there because he had nothing to eat.
Yeah.
You understand? And I don't want to eat bread because man cannot live by bread alone.
Correct is right.
And then just no man can eat doubles alone. You can't buy doubles.
Yeah, man. Bless Bishram. Yeah, man, bless.
All right, Bishram. Thanks for the
let's-
call.
Yeah, man.
Bless. Let's bring in our
You're
secret
a
guest.
special surprise guest.
Yeah, our
In
surprise
the
guest.
village. In the village.
Diana Benskin, welcome.
Good evening, Anselm Silbert Levon. Good evening, Thomas Nesbeth Marshall. Good evening, WZYE listeners.
Good
We're
evening.
going on.
We're going fabulous. How much since you became a superstar and got rich, we haven't been seeing you.
Well, I like that part about getting rich and a superstar, so I'm claiming that, Good. Right. How is everybody doing?
Everybody's doing fantastic. We are
How are you?
Me? I am blessed and highly flavored. I see taxes. Capitalism gone mad, huh? Hi, people. Hi, everybody. Oh, God, they're my tail now.
It's tax in your waist, tax in your patent place. It's tax all over the place.
Hi, people. Hi, everybody. Oh, God, they're my tail now. Tax in your waist, tax in your place. It's tax all over the place. I forget how to turn down this thing.
Yeah, we getting feedback from you.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry about that. Yes. But you see how everything unraveling all over the world. You see, based on a misinformation through social media, um, this organization in the UK was able to mobilize people to go out and riot and destroy their own property, and you see what's going on, huh? So social media has its ills and it has its positives and whatnot. And that's what we've always been saying. You got to bring truth to the people or stir them from the complacency to use the psychic muscle, and don't be, just be followers and repeaters, and a lie that was spread saying the lad that unalived the three young ladies, they stated that he was Muslim and he's not, he's Christian. Apparently, they're coming out and saying it. And the judge made the decision to, tell his true age. He's going to be 18 on Wednesday. So let's see how that going to work. And they're calling saying it's going to happen, the same sentiment and the same fever is going to happen here in the United States. So let's see what's going to happen. Tommy, I had to come by you and Sally B and hide out.
It looks that way.
Hey.
Yeah, you never know. So Miss Santa Cruz says, once it involved the PNM, Gordon bothering and weaving. Tommy, Diana, we just asked, we have a gentleman here by the name of Gordon Joseph. We asked him a simple question. If Petrochin, well, ask him, Tommy, if Petrochin was closed.
Right. If it should be a yes or no.
Yeah, a simple yes or no question. And he pawn his ballerina socks and he tiptoed around Bali's house. He moved the goalpost. Somebody even had to send us a video with them shifting the goalpost. And Gordon, he bob and weave and the thing. And then Fox Islam, being consistent, this is what he says. Fox, you had to try to type now with at least one sentence, eh? Oh God, Fox, boy.
He says
Is that thesis every time he type? Eh?
But look,
If it
but
is
look and see if is there any truth in what he's saying.
nobody that
Well,
type thesis. We gotta take all night to read them thing you just type. It is an irrefutable fact that Petrotrin was restructured. all right. I'm not reading that again because Fox done type this about 1,000,001 times already. The same thing again, Tommy. All right, come up with something different. I tired you type the same thing. He living in the past, but he not looking at the PM and the PNM. And it says, Mr. Sadaku said, who tell you? We're not questioning Karen. How the hell she could deal with insider trading and now is a DEP political leader of hope.
Huh? But
Yeah,
wasn't that matter with the insider trading resolved?
well, it wasn't really a matter, to be honest with you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Jerome Moses says, call which part of Rowley is a doctor.
Oh Lord, Father. Let me go again.
How come you're not asking the PM? Darren Red says, Gordon Joseph, you go ask Keith Rowley what he said as opposition. He might surprise you. You know what's surprising to me too, Tommy and Diana? This is what's surprising. Dr. Rowley in Parliament stated that he closed Petrotrin. And the reason why he closed Petrotrin, it was a burden on the government. And some balloon payment was coming. And they were going to be responsible for that balloon payment. And they closed Petrotrin. But Gordon Joseph and Fox and them, you know what? We know the Prime Minister does lie, right? We know that for a fact. The Prime Minister does lie. He lied about email gate. He lied about Motley, right? He lied about him not taking a vacation. We know he's a liar. That is there's nothing that can tell you that the Prime Minister haven't tell many lies, right? But yet you will get certain PNM people coming and defend. Like one thing, I never defended any lies by the PNM. Never. Anybody could find something where I defended lies by the PNM, right? We'll have a sidebar. I never ever defended the lies especially the lies of Prime Minister Roy, because I said 36 years ago before I got married, my mother-in-law told me a liar has no memory. And it's come to pass because the Prime Minister's lie and he does forget, and then he does make all kind of statements. Let me finish up the chat here. Imagine Rowley have a doctorate to his name, his biggest, yeah. And let me say this, Tommy, Diana. Let me ask the question, Tommy. What will be the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley? I have my opinion regarding his legacy. What do you think will be the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley? Tommy.
In my opinion, it wouldn't be as pleasant as it should have been.
Tommy, you're tiptoeing wrong by his house now, you know. You all understand, you put on your ballerina socks, Tommy, your red ballerina socks.
What does Diana think?
Wait, Tommy, wait a minute, Diana, wait a minute. Tommy, you tiptoe wrong by his house there, Tommy boy. You put on your red ballerina socks. You're going to the Olympics in France, and you're in the gymnastic competition. And you're on your Tommy, and you're tiptoeing off the balance beam, Tommy. Tommy, you know them fellas go call and take you to task with that, Tommy. So
I know they'll take me to task, but
let me give you another opportunity.
I know. Guess what? What would be his legacy?
Yes, what would be his legacy?
Closing down Petrotrin.
Okay, here we go. All right. You see, but Tommy, I don't kind of dig that out of you, man. Why I should have to dig something like that out there? I had to take off your red socks, take you off your toes.
You ain't how to dig it out in me. I know what I'm gonna say.
All right, well, let's take this call. You see
it's not gonna be pleasant.
Tommy, look, COP already called it. COP welcome.
Good night to you, Uncle Tony. Good night to you, Uncle Tony. And good night to you, Wall Street.
Good night,
And good night
Country.
to the young lady over there.
Yeah.
Good night. Good night to the listeners. Yeah, to Uncle Tony like the bow. You see coming down to the election over there? Somebody might be showing him that Balize. You know, coming down to the election, where is that Diane PLM? And like 8 months before election, you see that Balize. The Wall Street, Uncle Tony was challenging everything he say, you say now. But that ain't nothing. We love him still. If we had a love 1 PLM on this frequency, we love Uncle Tony. And we give him that. We give him that. Ain't nothing wrong.
I'd like you to describe me as an independent, though.
But all I have to say, Uncle Tony, in this country and in the world, the minority does have the way, but the majority does have the say.
That's a good one.
Right?
I like that one. Say that again.
Right now, the PLM salaries are the minority.
COP, say that again.
But,
say that again, COP. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
I say the minority does have the way, but the majority does have the say. Wall Street, who gave Dr. Rowley the privilege to want to sell our inheritance? Who tell Dr. Rowley to go India, meet a businessman, well, an alleged a corrupted businessman, and offer him to sell we heritage and vex now with the citizens of this country and the opposition saying it's the opposition fault. Dr. Rowley, your mother and father give you that refinery? Your grandfather give you that? You could sell the things that you have in your property, your name, you and your wife and family name. You could sell it as you want. You could sell it all your goat, all your farm as you want. But you cannot take the heritage of the citizens of this country and want to sell it out. What business Jindal could do with that refinery that will benefit him and his family and make millions that you cannot do for our country? Wall Street, nowhere in the world a prime minister could go to a private businessman home and negotiate for them to get taxpayers' heritage and assets. Nowhere in the world. That is misconduct in public office, and that is immediate arrest. The citizens of this country supporting Dr. Rowley doing that, perpetrating that nasty act of the citizens of the Trinidad and Tobago. And we must be comfortable. We must stay quiet, and we must take that. Well, we is not mommy. We is not Rowley Jr. And we is not them PNM baby supporters of them. We have children in this country depending. We depending on our children and grandchildren to benefit from that refinery. When Dr. Rowley was campaigning, Dr. Rowley never campaigned and tell us we're going to close down Petrotrain, we're going to shut down the refinery, we're going to send them all them WASA workers, we're going to send them all them TST workers. Dr. Rowley never campaigned on that. Dr. Rowley tell us our life is going to be better. Today it is a disaster. Wall Street and listeners, when Dr. Rowley and the Ministry of Finance hired the Auditor General, Dr. Rowley and the Ministry of Finance classify her as the best the country have to offer and in the best in the Caribbean. When the best in the Caribbean do the audit and say, look, you have billions of dollars missing. Today she's a jackass.
Yep.
Yeah. Today you call she a jackass.
Correct.
What you hired? You hired somebody to play your game. Remember, it's the best professional you hired. And the best will always speak the truth. What type of man? What type of man who have wife, who have a independent wife, a beautiful wife, and a woman with ambition? What kind of man will call a next woman a jackass on TV? What type of man does do that? Wall Street and Uncle Tony. What type of man does do something like that? Let me tell you what type of man does do that. A wicked person, a deceitful person, conniving, notorious, and evil does do those things. One who have the privilege to use taxpayers' money for their own benefit and don't care will do something like that. And it's a shame. It is a shame to see Dr. Rowley's wife then make a news conference and say, hey, apologize to that woman because she's a woman just like me. It's so sad to see the PNM Women's League laugh at that and kicks off that. And understanding that is a woman. That is one of the most educated and brilliant mind we have in this country. And for speaking the truth, as a prime minister, you must be rude and disrespectful. Patrick Manning really say, you're like a raging bull when you hear things your way. I should apologize to that woman. Apologize. Anytime you apologize to that woman, we will vote you out of office. And the people in Tobago just waiting for you to come out of office, Dr. Rowley. Once you out of office, the people them saying they will shame you anyway they see you. And I give them full support for that. Because your disrespect to women and to the citizens of this country, it is unforgiving. It is unforgiving. Wall Street and listeners, Uncle Tony, Uncle Tony, leave Wall Street alone now. Wall Street is for the people of this country and for the betterment of the future of this country.
Thank you, COP.
Uncle Tony.
All right, let me take the next
one. Tony, leave Wall Street alone now.
All right, Konji. No worries, Konji. No worries.
Let me take the text on.
But we love you.
Yeah.
No worries, Konji. Love you all.
Yeah. Tommy, I tell you, Diana, we go get back to the legacy of caller. Welcome.
Yes. What is the name of your guest there?
Diana.
Okay, Miss Diana or Mrs. Diana. Good evening.
Miss Diana.
I'm hearing you for the first time, but what I heard you said, and I feel very proud because I always have a concern if it's a go along, get along person, not go along, get along. So I go along, come along. Because some of them, and what they do, they read from a book. They usually read from a book that is called Jewishness.
Gordon, can I ask you? Can I ask you to give your contribution, please?
I'm doing so, sir. If you don't want me to contribute, you can let me know. I'm humble. I'm gentle.
Gordon, wait a minute. Gordon, you're being unfair now.
You're taking up my time now.
All right, go ahead.
Right. Go ahead. Yeah, Dan. That's how he operates. Yeah, I hope you see what's going on. I have committed myself to have some kind of ethics, to have some kind of discipline, to have some kind of respect, no matter what somebody say about me. If they go down low, below my foot, I must not bend down to deal with them. You understand? I just move my foot and go somewhere else. All right? So people could say what they want. You will never find me in the gutter saying that this one is at this and that one is at that. What I will state is as far as I see it, what to me I understand. I can't tell you about what somebody else understand. I could tell you what I see, what I understand, and that is what I talk about. And I like to deal with things that matters. And if I feel you're playing with me and you're asking me some kind of do-to-ish question, I'm telling you out front, you know the answer. I am not going to answer any kind of thing. I've done it before and I see how it went.
Can
All right? I see how it went.
Can I ask you another question?
All right.
Gordon, can I?
Yeah, sure.
What will be Prime Minister Rowley's legacy?
I don't know. I really don't know. But I believe if you ask a PNM person, they will tell you, boy, the amount of thing that they'll remember him for. You understand? 2 acres of land. 2 acres of land, and you didn't have to pay a cent for it. $20,000. Not 5,000, not 7,000, not 19,999. $20,000 plus. Who I feel it have who will remember him for that. Obviously, there'll be those who remember him for when he was what age in Tobago, where there's an accusation. They'll remember him for that, about he being a pedophile. I'm sure it had those who remember him for that. So at the end of the day, at the beginning of the night, people will choose what they want to remember him for. All right?
Okay.
Last but not least,
yeah,
there are those out here who we want to see the thing get better. Level O and level Q to level A, B, or C. But here what? You see the go along, come along haters, they ain't go really help, boy. And listen, them ain't come yesterday, no. They're here a long time, since before 2010, boy. I listening to these people, you know, they used to be in the night. Sacho, you understand? Then they used to be on, Andy Johnson. You understand? That book, they keep reading that book and the hate that is.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
And you know what beat me? The people that's gone to one place. I'm moving. So fix your phone now. Yeah. The same people, you understand? That these few haters ponging the masses that's gone for them. But not that somebody go along, come along, they're proud to tell you, I vote for the PNM. I vote for the PNM. But they ain't taking no kind of I think for, well, here what? I didn't move right. I didn't, you know, what they say, I didn't know better and I didn't know thing. Oh God, I just tell people, please. You see, when you're pelting them kind of thing that you want stick, I hope you don't use your right hand.
Thank you.
So I weekend,
Yeah.
so at times I could jump in and jump out.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Ready for me to that?
Yeah. So Diana, what would be the legacy of Prime Minister Rowley, in your estimation?
From Mason Hall to Whitehall, he's the fellow who was in charge when the country was shut down and he locked out citizens. And I personally had to step in along with others to help people get back home. I'm talking about facts now, on these things here. The pandemic will always be recorded in history, as all of
You're
them
breaking
are.
up. You're breaking up.
The pandemic will always be recorded in history, as all of them are, you know. I don't, and he will also, I think he will also be remembered as the prime minister who was at the helm when Tobago broke away from them, from voting for them. Right? The one who lost Tobago to a new party. You hear me, Tommy?
Yeah, I hear you clear.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
Are you hearing?
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, Anselm, are you there?
He looks like he's frozen.
Yeah, look, he looks like he's frozen now.
Children, yeah. So that's why. Right? So those are the things I believe. Now, as I have always stated, I will never, ever disrespect any leader of any country. I may disagree with your policies, but I will never disrespect my Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, or Honorable Mia Motley, because I'm Bajan too. Right? I may disagree with policies,
So
but I
hold
will
it.
not disrespect.
Okay, so hold it there. Mova Defender, go ahead.
Last night again, after told me and she got me.
Yeah.
She Diana. Miss Diana, I humbly disagree with you. Because the Prime Minister disrespects us every day, right? And what I will remember him as, from Mason Hall to Lekki too. The man who said on a public platform, the last man who put me out of parliament, you see what happened to him? That is what I remember the Prime Minister. So, ma'am, I respect you. I respect your opinion. But I will always disrespect him because he don't respect us. And you will also remember as the man who said he wants to get the rich richer in order to help the poor. I also want to remember him as the man who said, who dead, dead, and who live, live. I also want to remember, I will remember him as the man who destroyed Trinidad and Tobago. So with all due respect, man, he has no respect for the population. And I don't have no respect for him. So you and your opinion, you wouldn't disrespect him, but he's disrespecting us every day. A Prime Minister who went to that platform and called people jackass. A Prime Minister who went to that platform and tell a well-wronged man in Trinidad and Tobago, hell, how could you have respect for a man who have no respect for you? I really would like to hear your answer. Enjoy your night.
All right, let's answer. Kumar, I just see your call. Call back. Thanks a lot. Diana, hold it. Hold it, Diana. What are we gonna do? We have to go for the break. But
Yes.
Kumar, I just see your call back. I know Kumar is a new caller. Call back. You know, Diana, come. Diana, Diana, you haven't been here a long time. You know, when they start to tell Boza to me, the only thing Tommy doesn't do is duck.
He's entitled to his opinion. No problem. Go for your station, bro.
All right, hold on. Let me take this one here. Hold on. Yeah, KFC, welcome. KFC, turn on your
Good night.
computer.
Yeah, good night, Uncle Tom. Good night, Mr. Walsh. Good night, Uncle Tommy and Diana.
Yeah.
Do I remember Dr. Ernest as Walsh it?
Tell me.
Group of women like a golf course.
All right.
He tell the train them in Avanti in the school there. They get like hyenas in African jungle.
Oh God. Okay. Go ahead.
I remember him from Anton, one of the greatest liar. Going in the book.
All right. Yeah, man. Thanks. We're going for the break. Folks, we're going for the break. We're coming back. So, folks, the question is now over to you. We're going to have Diana finish, and I'm going to give my opinion as well. What will be Dr. Rowley's legacy in Trinidad and Tobago after we get a new government in 2025? What's going to be his legacy? Right? So that's the question. So, folks, stick and say it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Diana, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go for a quick station break. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay. It's in the village.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
It raises a question, ladies and gentlemen. If they cannot speak the truth in small things, imagine what they will do in big things.
I want to send a message to Black Stalin. It have some people that need burning. With honest people, you know where you stand. But not so with deceitful ones. For them black is white and last could be first. About the truth, they couldn't care less. What was wrong for them yesterday, now 10 times worse, they've nothing to say. For everything they was complaining, now their silence is deafening. So Black Stalin, now to you I turn. Them deceitful people must burn. Rowdy shut down Petro train, they say not a word. Fire to burn them. No foreign exchange, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. It's 6 times he raised the gas price. When we were producing it, they had it nice. But this protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them deceitful men and women. What is right and wrong is wrong, whether it is spoken or put in song. Those who fear the truth, them hypocrite, will always hate the people who speak in it. There's 5 and 6 murders every day, with bullets and bloodshed everywhere. People are living in fear, while the police tell you to pray. And the only reason you're still alive is nobody ready to take your life. For the right price, you could be history. That is where crime reaches sweet and now it's arm home invasion from them, not a word. Fire to burn them. Daily drive-by killings, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. People charged with murder could escape jail, cause under the B&M they will get bail. But this protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them. Them set up deceitful PNM. People losing jobs every day, while there's more taxes we have to pay. But all them snake in the valleys, not one word you would hear them say. And food prices going up daily. You can't buy food for your family, while government live in luxury. Inflation strangling everybody. And for the sick and the elderly, they can't buy drugs in the pharmacy. But there's none so blind, the Bible tell me, than those who have eyes and refuse to see. Now it's property tax, they're very quiet. Fire to burn them. Increase light bill, they're very silent. Fire to burn them. Them but boasting how they quiet, because SP and them they wouldn't riot. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to run them, time to burn out the PLM. They did not listen to Patrick Manning. Now the country is suffering. It's arrogance and incompetence, corruption and nepotism. Ministers get millions for government rent, while workers only get 4%. Contra their friends get richer, while poor people have to suffer. 100 million in fake scandal, while there's no beds in the hospital. Mr. Manning and rice, they did not take. Now we eat bread that the devil made. Now it's corporate manslaughter from them, not a word. And those who are guilty still on the job. Fire to burn them. Oil and gas production is at all-time low. The Minister of Energy don't have a clue, but his butters like rain. They go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait, brother. Stalin, time to burn them. Time to fire the PLM. Remember, people who can't face the truth and always hate the people who speak it. Hypocrite.
You're listening to the Sound Zone. And we doing it real big with my dog in the village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
What's up? It's your boy Usher.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce.
It's your boy Chris Brown right here.
Playing nothing but the best. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
This is Travis Scott on 107.
You're listening to In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
What it do is to
We are back with you. Caller, hold on a minute. We are back with you. Hold on, Mr. Freud. We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Diana, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X, WZYE TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome.
Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good night again, Mr. Anson, Mr. Tommy, and good night, Miss Diana. Miss Diana, we miss you, you know. You used to bring a little passion to the show. You know, he's a world-renowned, award-winning writer and poet, you know. You used to bring a little fire to the show, so we're missing you. So,
when Anselm raise my pay, I will come back.
Hey, Miss Diana, I don't think it have any company in this world could be able to afford you with your knowledge and experience. You priceless like a MasterCard.
Thank you.
Mr. Diana. So, what legacy? I know everybody talk about Patrick. You welcome, Mr. Diana. So, you know everybody will be talking about the legacy, right? And about Patrick and all that. But here was the legacy with this man. I could remember with this man. As Miss Diana said, lock out the citizen when it had COVID. Make the old citizens come out in the rain. No way to sit down for vaccine when you know it had limited vaccine. And calling school children hyenas. A man legacy is not too much money you go leave for your family and them, it's the character, the integrity. Right? And to me, Mr. Rowley failed the youths, the young people in Trinidad and Tobago, and he failed. And my greatest regret, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy, and Miss Diana, is that when I come to Trinidad, I have to see that man picture in the airport. Look on and listen. Have a good night.
So who you want me to put? You want me to put me and Motley there then?
So no, I think when I look at Prime Minister Rowley and his legacy, you know, a legacy is the things, a mark that you have left in the country that people could see. You could see that prime ministers leave their mark, right? And you could go back and you can say, well, yes, this prime minister did this and this prime minister did this. When I think about Prime Minister Rowley's legacy, I think about a prime minister who says to the people of Trinidad and Tobago that he could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. If you are making that statement that you could be the blackest man, then you have to be if you believe that you are the blackest man and you are the prime minister, then you have to act truly like you are the blackest man. You cannot be the blackest man, and here is his legacy. The prime minister legacy is that under his watch, 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line, the most in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Your legacy is what you have done. For example, if you compare that to Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar when she was prime minister, going from 19.8% to 17.3%. So we don't know that there's a great possibility that if she had continued in office, the crime in Trinidad and Tobago would not be where it is today. Secondly, Prime Minister legacy. Prime Minister Rowley legacy will go down in the history of Trinidad and Tobago currently, we're talking about today, as the Prime Minister were the second and third highest murders. Wait, the first and second and third are going in second and third. Gold and silver. If they went to the murder Olympics, Prime Minister Rowley get a gold and a silver for the most murders in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Thirdly, the SCA, most amount of black kids scoring below 50% in the SCA. That is part of his legacy, right? Fourthly, taking away land from a cultural organization in Trinidad and Tobago and wanting to give it to an Indian businessman. That is part of his legacy. Fifth, renaming Emancipation Support Day to African Emancipation Support Day. Let me move this from here. Sorry, folks. Fifth, renaming Emancipation Support Day to African Emancipation Support Day, and yet the Africans, the Emancipation Support Committee do not even have half an acre of land. Think about this, eh? Think about this. All those things I have said, just imagine if that had happened under Kamala Persad-Bissessar. What the black PNM people, I could say, what the black PNM people will be saying about Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, what they'll be saying, right? So the prime minister legacy, right? He will go down in history as one of the worst prime ministers in history of Trinidad and Tobago.
But how you could blame him for the SCA? Why you want to blame him for the SCA? If the parents don't want to take charge, huh?
A fish doesn't run from the tail. Everything, it starts with the head. And therefore, there are other people that gets blamed, but the head gets blamed. You know, the prime minister said, if those in opposition, if you cannot take care of crime, yeah? Hold on. Let me take this call. Hold on. Yeah, Mofa Defender, welcome.
Well, six. The blackest man who block.
Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot. Six. And we should add on to that. Eh? You know, we should make a little chat. Six. The blackest man. Six. The blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. His words, not mine. Block the Afrex Exim Bank from coming to Trinidad and then lie to the people. Lie and tell them, you know what? They wanted the locals not to pay income tax.
But wait now, the Afrim Exit Bank is located where? In Ghana? Where is it located?
Listen, they have a branch in Barbados.
Okay.
And they don't have
but where's the headquarters? Where is the headquarters for this Afrim Exit Bank? What country in Africa?
I'm not sure. Somewhere in Africa. But I mean,
so, you know which one?
But that's besides the point, though. That's besides the point. I mean, if they're located in Mars, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that they wanted to be in Trinidad and Tobago. And the
why I'm asking that question, Aunt Lemon, because I saw something and I proof it yet where it's implied, the thing implied that some bank in Ghana have collapsed. So I don't know if the story is true. You know, I go and dig my sources and see before I talk, educationally on it. And if it is so, then he save us from a debacle. Wouldn't you say a financial debacle? I don't know where's the headquarters for Afro-Mexican Bank. I thought, Tommy, you would know because you
Yeah,
brought it to my attention.
yeah. Well, I believe it's Zimbabwe.
It's in Zimbabwe. Okay.
That's what
All
I
right, I
think.
wasn't sure. Because when I saw this story about banks collapsing in Ghana, right away Afro-Mexican Bank came in the front of my head. I said, I wonder. I'm not saying it's so, eh? I just said, I wonder. Okay. It's in Zimbabwe. All right.
That's what I believe. I could be wrong, but I think if my memory serves right, that's why I think it was registered initially.
So Prime Minister Rowley said what? That the locals wouldn't have to pay what? Income tax?
Yeah, payroll tax on this. The Afro Exim Bank didn't want them to pay income tax on their salary, and he could not have allowed that. And it was a big lie because they didn't have to be a bank, a physical bank in Trinidad. All Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica have to do is to sign on to it,
Uh-huh.
and then people can benefit, from the amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
respective business and loans and so forth. And the Prime Minister Rowley, his words said he's the blackest man. How could he be the blackest man in our country? And you blocking? Listen to this. I've asked this. I want one socio-economic statistic. One, where black people are either at the top or at the middle of any socio-economic statistics in the last 9 years in Trinidad and Tobago. One. I don't want two. I don't want three. Gordon Joseph, Fox's Big George, Uncle Willie, William McLeod, and who's the other one? Any one of them, and any one of them listening. One statistic, one for the last 9 years under Prime Minister Rowley, who have stated clearly that he could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. One statistic where we are at the top or the middle of any socio-economic statistic.
And what's going on in Tobago? Don't black people own those businesses there? I'm just asking.
Diana.
No audio.
Diana. Diana. The question is one socio-economic statistic where black people are at the top or in the middle for the last 9 years under Prime Minister Rowley.
So I am asking in Tobago, when I look around, I don't see a lot of Indians in Tobago. I was there recently. So you can't count their entities as if they own them as being on top.
And Tobago has 65,000 people and a population. We have 1.4 million population in Trinidad and Tobago, right? So just do the maths, right? So I'm just trying to find out. Look what Fox has done put up. Our next. Here we go. I think we all get the answer now. Here we get the answer.
Over the fence in Cairo, Egypt is the HQ.
Right. So
headquarters in Cairo, Egypt. Okay.
So Gordon Joseph, I've asked the question. Name one socio-economic statistic where over the last 9 years, black people are at the top or in the middle. One.
Any other question?
Yeah, any other.
No, that's that question.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah.
You'll get the answer. But this black bank, I think this is how you would like to describe it. Trinidad and Tobago is the only country in the Caribbean that did not accept it so far.
Jamaica
also.
All right, good. You don't have to say no more. All right. Listen, at the end of the day, at the beginning of the night, all of us have a role and a function that we could play. Now, as you know, I listen to the PNM people, I listen to the UNC people, and even the others too. And everything you come up with concerning PNM, they could come up with concerning UNC. But if we go down that road, tell me which part we will end up.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ask you two simple questions for the night.
Listen, don't ask me them kind of questions.
Let me finish
now.
now.
Ask me them kind of questions.
Let me finish now, Gordon.
You understand what I'm saying?
Gordon, I will let you finish. I will
don't
let
ask me them kind of questions because I find them question you asking me. You see, when you ask me a question that I feel is relevant and pertinent and really mean to make the program better and could help somebody, why I answer you and I know that you could agree with me with that. Right? But anytime you come in and you ask me anything, anything that is, you know, about 22% and 50%, and don't do me that now. That thing will stick because you're not using your right hand. You understand? Because you're all right. You take the program to what is the legacy, right? And you fall out and they give out all. I feel it are PNM people who don't want to call it because they feel, boy, I can't take that abuse, I can't take that thing. Buy that old nigga. Sorry for the expression. I don't really care because nobody put no food on my table.
Gordon,
God has helped me with that.
Gordon,
Nobody can. You understand what I'm saying?
Gordon,
so I will call in. I not any and any program. I just call in to no. You understand? This program. I will call in on this program because some of the comments that I read. I will call in on this program, but it are programs that I'm not going to call in and I'm not going to go down to that level. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm sure tomorrow, please God, here where they go jam you with her. Where will be her legacy? Not when you came here.
So all they could do.
How much black people, black, according to how you like to put it, black people lock them up. And then them same people turn around and getting my money. Think about it now, boy. And you want me to just close my eyes and say Rowley XYZ, PNM XYZ, UNC good. UNC is the best thing after White Line in the road. That's what you want. That's what you're working so hard. You must show me your pay slip, boy. You must show me your pay slip, boy.
Gordon, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah. You see, that's why you have to call him Gordon Joseph. You have to call him Gordon Joseph because you will put the facts in front of his face. And once you put in them red bodies, eye drops, them red bodies, eye drops, when you put in them eye drops, forget it, no, Tommy and Diana. When you put in them eye drops, and listener, because it's either he put in, he contacts, he balize contacts, right? Or he balize eye drops. You understand? And you don't wear the red sunglasses, right? And you know what? Let me play something for you. Well, I want you to listen to this. Let me play something for you. I could not believe this. Brooklyn, thanks for this. I could not believe this. Tommy, you wouldn't believe it either. I ain't sure what I know what Diana will believe. I want to say, I don't know what Diana will believe, but I want to play this for you. Let me play this for you. Let me get it here. Let me see if I get it. I'll get in it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
The only ain't change in the village at all, boy. Woo.
Not that one. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I had to play. I had to get that one too. Here it is. We had to go over that one quick. That is the race. But while we have it on the screen, folks, Noah Lies won the race, eh?
Yes.
Noah Lies. If you look at the finish right there,
his foot is on the line, over the line.
His chest is already across the line.
His foot. And
Keisha Thomas' foot might be across the line, but it's not based on your foot. It's based on your torso.
Torso.
So Noah Lies won it. It wasn't even I mean, it was close, right? But when you go to the videotape, you know, they say, let's go to the videotape. He won it. I want you guys to listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
You see, there are some people who have a problem when we of the PNM say, PNM till we're dead. My mother used to say that, right? My mother used to say that. And she died at PNM. But she will give you reasons why. And she had two reasons. One, without a PNM policy in public housing, she would have never lived in a house like she died in. Two, without the PNM's education policy, her only son would have never gone to high school, and she died on that.
Sit down, go raise. Let me play that again.
You see, there are some people who have a problem when we of the PNM say, PNM till we're dead. My mother used to say that, right? My mother used to say that. And she died at PNM. But she will give you reasons why. And she had two reasons. One, without a PNM policy in public housing, she would have never lived in a house like she died in. Two, without the PNM's education policy, her only son would have never gone to high school, and she died on that.
So Tommy and Diana. Hold on, let's take this call. KFC, welcome. KFC.
Oh, yeah, but that Mr. Worship and I don't go to me. I know any generals using that signal, so that I Gordon Joseph and them paying his first crowd that got on so.
Yeah.
And they give them an apartment.
Yeah.
And they give them all the tennis gang.
Yeah.
Let's pay them until you're dead.
Till you're dead. And we get a little HGC apartment. You have to be a PNM till you're dead and suffer peacefully.
And I don't that man are serious man, but you don't set up your photos of them I get your house, you gotta stay PNM. If you bring me 4 nights, 8 years when I come in last year, I get you paid.
Correct, is right.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
That was when I go to Joseph again and also.
I'm telling you.
And I'm PNM 1.9 because they get a house.
Once you get a house and you get PNM education, it's like PNM run the country for all these years, and they're not supposed to make sure people get education.
But you get a house, or you stay pay them until they're dead.
I take off my red sunglasses, I take off my red contacts, and I take off my Balizia eye drops. Listen to this. Listen to this.
To keep you and me in check, keep us under control, keep us passive and peaceful. It's like when you go to the dentist and the man is going to take your tooth. You're going to fight him when he start pulling. So they squirt some stuff in your jaw called Novocaine to make you think they're not doing anything to you. So you sit there and because you got all that Novocaine in your jaw, you suffer peacefully. Blood running all down your jaw. And you don't know what's happening. Because someone has taught you to suffer peacefully. Now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? That party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you are dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party. You're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race. Catch hell from the same enemy. We're all in the same bag, in the same boat. We suffer political oppression, economic exploitation, and social degradation. All of them from the same enemy. The government has failed us. You can't deny that. We must understand the politics of our community. And we must know what politics is supposed to produce. We must know what part politics play in our lives. And until we become politically mature, we will always be misled, led astray, or deceived or maneuvered into supporting someone politically who doesn't have the good of our community at heart.
Caller, welcome. Caller, did you hear that last video?
Yeah.
Did you hear that last video, caller?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay. Go ahead, caller.
I heard it, not for the first time.
Yeah.
I heard you saying it, and it is true. Fish does rotten. Fish does rotten from the head.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Nobody had to fact check that.
Okay.
So if the program, the people heading the program, go in a certain direction that is rotten, but guess what? The tail is to be no different. All right? Next point. Yes, a man sent you a video about moving the goalpost, right?
Yeah.
I think I told you. I am a football referee for more than 30 years. Okay. And let me tell you, there are times that when we go to do a game, we have to move the goalposts. Because the goalposts not where it's supposed to be. Okay? Sometimes even during the course of the game, something could happen that you have to move the goalpost. The law covers for that. All right? You won't come up with that dotishness again about moving goalposts. And I'm saying, if we go down the road of what this one say and what that one say, because you could bring up 100 things that Dr. Rowley say, and I could bring up 100 things that Mrs. Camilla Prasad Bisesa say. And then where we end up? Where we will end up? To tell me, ignore everything else
Kamala
and
Prasad
only focus
Bisesa,
on this thing.
Kamala Prasad Bisesa is not in power.
Listen to me. That is a myth. That is how many times bills went to the parliament and could not be passed, and why they won't pass.
Okay.
Answer that for me now, please. If you can. If you cannot, and you want to do like me and plead the fifth, I understand. That is okay. So that myth that people coming up with about the UNC not in power, so PNM could do what they want then.
They
PNM could do what they want then.
They just do what they want.
So
Yes,
they get the bill passed for the bail bill. They get the bill passed for the gun bill. They get the bill for the tax revenue. They get all those bill passed.
Haven't there been many times they passed a bill without the UNC?
Boy.
I tend to agree with the caller because the opposition is a formidable force in running a government and a country. The opposition has to have a say in a democracy.
All of us can't talk together. We could sing together, but we can't talk together. Who's talking now?
Let me take this next call.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Caller, welcome. Caller, welcome. Caller, welcome.
There are two ways to get bills passed: simple majority and special majority.
Yeah, we are doing fantastic. How are you?
Okay, so I was just listening to the gentleman who was speaking just now. Yeah. I can't remember his name.
Gordon Joseph.
But Mr. Joseph, a lot of times I listen to him and I understand what he's saying. I always say we have to agree to disagree, we have to respect other people's opinions. I'm a young lady here. And one thing I can't stand you elders when you're talking is people, them in power. They are not in power. They are in office.
Amen.
You the people in power, have power. Without your vote, they can't get there. There's no law saying that they could get there without your vote. If that was the case, there would be no such thing as an election or electoral and all those things. So they are all in office. Right now, the PNM political party are in government, and there are UNC who are in opposition. They don't have the power. And this is why we, as a people, we will keep staying down. You'll have to release all your mind and understand your strength and your power of your vote and your words and you're talking about democracy. Because me personally, I live in the US now, yes, but nobody cannot tell me to vote for somebody because they're black or because they're this. No, I want education that is free. I want better health care. You understand what I'm saying? These are the things what I want. I do not care about your race, your color, all that kind of stuff, right? I don't care about that. Every creed and race find an equal place. That's there in our national anthem and everything we do. So this party thing, when would we get as elders? When I tell you elders, or they're dropping the ball because there's young people listening. You understand what I'm saying? That's supposed to be looking up to you guys. And every day I listen to you guys and I'm hoping and praying to hear something different. Now I will nicely, Miss Diane, I understand how you all worship these politicians. I am not going to make anybody disrespect me or my people. I will demand change. I will demand an apology. I will demand you handling things a certain way. But I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to hold you up to no higher standard because I am higher than you. You are public servant. You serve me. You serve the people. At what point are you elders going to pass the baton? These are the kids who are going to be here when you're gone. And we are not training them properly. We are not educating them. We are not telling them who they are as a people.
Preach, sister, preach.
You understand what I'm saying? I listen to all the time. I listen to TC and Heavy today, and I understand all of the common thing. And this one's supposed to do that. This one's supposed to do. No, what you're supposed to do is mobilize, organize, strategize, and execute what you want. Come on, it's more of us than them. At what point? And yes, Mr. Gordon, Wall Street, all they have a mic. You understand what I'm saying? Use it properly. Use the platform properly. We have a lot of youths out here listening. At this point, and I had my way. And every time I go home, I try to educate the kids. Even here, I try to educate my co-workers about our political stuff here. Because they can't vote because somebody put an AI thing and make this woman look black. Understand what Project 25 is and who wrote it. Understand what they're doing. Don't take what these people give you. You have a matter too. So I hope you'll use all the platform better. And I understand you may not like what Mr. Gordon said or this one say. We can agree to disagree. You understand what I'm saying? Let's talk, because if this is what's going on in the radio, how are our youths to sit down and have a discourse and understand each other and just have build minds? I am tired seeing my country. You see me on the 14th in my company. I always portray my country so highly. I don't care about the crime. I care about the crime, yes. But I'm not going to always portray there because there's crime all over. And yes, we need to do better in Trinidad. We need to come out of that old mindset. You understand what I'm saying? We need to. There's arts, there's robotics, there's sports. We need to invest and we need to hold these politicians accountable. There's no way I would sit down and have an opposition just sitting down in the house. I will have them up if I'm up there. When I breathe, they breathe. Because right now they should be working. That Monday thing every day, they're coming and talk. I don't want to talk. If the Prime Minister did something incorrect, where is the justice in that? Scared. Why is everybody scared? Where's our lawyers to back up our black people? All you organize all yourselves. All they organize all their votes. Let them know you mean business. You all don't need a government to get.
All right, Miss.
I said, what?
All right, Miss Georgia. Thank you so
I'm
very
sorry,
much.
I will digress, but use all the platform better.
Thank you so much.
Amen, sister. And she put Stokely Carmichael up in there too. Yes, man. That is why I said, and I've always said it, she really don't know me. But that's why I said I don't belong to no party but the soca party. I am I'm Diana Benskin first and foremost.
Call her welcome.
Yeah, until you're dead. Yeah.
Right. You see when I hear these kind of people talk, I just get real upset, right?
Yeah.
Real upset. Because first and first, she not living in this country.
Oh Lord.
Two, you feel people have been trying to set up against the government already? I is one. And I'm being victimized every day.
Yeah, I'm over defender. Let me stop you. I don't think she understands the amount
No,
of
she don't.
victimization that goes on
She don't.
from the
So I can
government.
come and talk. Okay, I'm going to stand up.
when
How is the government?
Yeah, listen. I could talk about facts, you know.
Yeah.
I could talk about facts, you know.
Worship.
Yeah.
Worship.
Yeah.
You could talk some facts, and I could talk some experience.
Yeah.
I was given. I'm taken back. She only talking from America. So somebody over here, she talks so much madness, you know. She get me so upset tonight because I have custom listening to her, you know.
Listen.
She's not living here.
God Christopher.
Who can come up against the government?
God Christopher.
Who?
God Christopher, a homework center in Mova, helping
poor
black kids in Mova. And he was a UNC. And you know what happened? When the PNM come into power, they close it down and they
worship. Worship. Every night I come on your program, I have 4 garbage trucks. I from Mova area, I born and bred. And a man from South is doing 95% of the work in Mova with garbage work. When I really come up and then Diana, with all due respect, I find your song a little strange. Because you said the bank was blocked and it was if you're not doing you didn't do your research yet and the bank might be closed, you know, and premise around the favor. Miss Diana, you really serious?
I asked the question. I'm not going on the bandwagon until I get facts. I don't jump along. I don't go along and get along, not even with Anselm and them. Okay.
Yeah, and premise around it must be favored. I'm not bringing anybody who just said that.
That he must be respected as the leader of the country. Yes. Why? Because youths are looking on. You can disagree with his policies, which I have disagreed with his policies many times.
Diana, hold on.
Worship, I am living here. Worship, I am living here.
Yeah.
I say this every day. Imagine, AGC just gets a Chinese firm.
A corrupted Chinese firm. A corrupted
contract.
A corrupted Chinese firm. A corrupted Chinese firm.
The highest bidder. And locals bid lower than it by far. What could we do about that?
How you mean what you could do about that?
Diana, hold on. Let him finish.
Miss Lady, you are not living in Trinidad and Tobago.
You don't know that. I am there 6 months out of the year. You don't know that.
That lady go run into your program. Trust me, enjoy your night. I go.
When you say, what can we do when you give a Chinese firm the contract? So let me ask you something.
Diana, I think let me take this call. Hold on.
Hey.
Hold on. Caller, welcome.
Good night, Professor, Uncle Tommy, and Diana. Good night to everybody out here. Caller, well said. You alone were not vexed. You alone were not angry here tonight hearing that caller. She doesn't live here. She doesn't know. And I love the example that you made with God Christopher Homework Center, right? And Diana, with all due respect to you, respect is earned. You don't demand respect from people. And if you disrespect the office that you are vying for, nobody's going to respect you when you get there. Keith Rowley has no respect for anybody, especially women. So how can we respect a man like that? I don't. That's all I have to say tonight. Thanks a lot.
Well, the schooling I had, I have to respect leaders in authority. I may not agree with your policies and your strategies, but I am not going, you can say, well, you as the leader of the country, I am not going to disrespect him. And because of the position I hold too, I cannot go down that road of disrespect. I will argue with him if I meet him and say, hey, I don't like what you do, Dr. Rowley, but I am not going to disrespect him. No, not me.
Hi. Hi. So I think Nova Defender, I understand why he might have been hurt with what I said, right? No problem. Because I always agree with Nova Defender when I listen to him. It's heartbreaking. Right? Listen, 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 listen. No, 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 no. I am coming on Wall Street, listen to me. It's funny how you all just we over here, we don't know. You see, I have family is in Trinidad, and I come Trinidad very, very often. Sometimes 6, 7 times a year. I have created business for people in Trinidad and all kinds of because I don't like to see my people suffer. I understand. My brother was murdered without justice. We had to just accept. I have gone through enough in Trinidad, right? I have gone through enough, but I will never forget my country because I love my country. I love my people. And what I am seeing is where we are today, it brings tears to my eyes, right? Because of the history of what Trinidad used to be and what Trinidad had gotten more than anybody else in the Caribbean. We shouldn't be here. We had bad governance. You understand? Is it too late? I don't think so. Everybody does say, Candice, you're too optimistic. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, because I believe in the people. I believe one day Trinidad will be where it needs to be because we're not where we should be. You know how rich Freetown, Mova, you know, the free Africans who were there, who got land, who may not have gotten as much as the colonizer, but they get half of the money. Like if you listen, if you know the history of Trinidad and Tobago, we shouldn't be here as a people. We had bad governance, right? And all I am saying is, I have my nieces and them little ones. I don't want them to come to the US because I think Trinidad has something great. I think the healthcare system is great. However, it has bad management. I will keep saying that. I work in the health field and I come and I volunteer there. I have donate machineries and different things. I understand how it works. And the reason why it hurts me is because when I come home and I see my people, there's no way we should be like this. The school system. There's no way our kids supposed to be like this. We need better. And we should want better. You understand? I am not against my people. I am just saying, instead of like now we know what's going on. You understand? Just like Mova Lavin, I think it's Mova Defender. He said, you know, if he's out there, why all they're not out there with mics and going from this non-stop? Somebody had to give all the answers. But he can't do it alone. It can't be in 100. You remember back then in 1970 and, you know, the water right in 1903, we don't want to reach that point of impoverished. We don't want to reach that point. Not saying something bad about Singapore, but they did great. We don't want to go to a part where we really can't even buy a doubles. Let me just make it as layman as I can. We still have time. We need to come and we need to be politically smart too. We can't make these people keep putting these laws and these things in place, and you know, and we just, it just doesn't sound right, right? So I'm not against anyone.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Anson, Mr. Tommy and Mr. Dinah. So, Mr. Lanta, I want to ask you something. Did you know in the last protest that they had in Trinidad and Tobago, when people were standing up for their rights and all the injustice that them, did they get tear gas and arrested? So don't think people that standing up in Trinidad and Tobago. You see, you had to get the whole news right. The government of Trinidad and Tobago send the law enforcement to tear gas children and old people because there was protesting and standing up for their rights. And then you have to get permit, and you have to get the rights, and you have to get a document stating that you could come and do a march. Not a protest, you know. So the infringing on the constitution of the people and the passing of amendments to keep the people down. There's a thing way back in Eric Williams, they call the People Act, right? And they're using that draconian measures. You have to know the Westminster system. We live in America, so we have freedom of rights and speech, and we could protest and that. The Westminster system is totally different from our rights. So listen, You see, I just get upset. I live in America, and I'm not going to blame the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody have a right to vote. Back in the day in America, in the Black Rights Movement, you didn't have a right to vote. Now you have a right to vote. I will not blame the people. So people, is mismanagement, and we get to know what's going on, and then we get the facts correct. Look on listening.
No audio, Aslam.
Sorry about that. There is something that we that live in the United States of America don't understand in Trinidad and Tobago, and that is called victimization. Tommy, you know about that.
Yeah,
You know fully well about victimization.
absolutely.
I know about victimization, and I live in America. Okay? If you decide to say the wrong thing, or do the wrong thing, right? You will be victimized. And why you think many CPEP workers, when time come for march and all kind of, they must have to go out and march. They must have to go to rallies. You think many of them want to go? They don't want to go.
But
Don't
they
go
have
now.
to.
Don't
So
go now.
don't go.
They'll suffer if they don't go.
Sufferation and suffocation for all you. And you see, I tell people, this was way back in the 70s, way back when my mother was a water carrier. And my mother as a water carrier, her main interest was to get money to put food on the table for her kids so she could go to school. Think about it. Think about them parents who work in CPEP and you want them to go out and march so they could be victimized, right? When they get victimized, who putting food on the table for them? Who putting food on the table?
The children, yeah.
Who putting food on the table? So we could talk all kind of thing. So we could talk all kind of thing, but yeah, why they ain't go out and march? Why they ain't go and march and march and march and march?
And is it so under both parties? When UNC is in power, they have to go out and march also? I'm just asking.
Doesn't matter whichever party it is.
So you answering my question? Whichever party is in power, are they forced to go out and march even though they want? They don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So it's we only know so far under the PNM. All right.
No, I don't know if it's just under the PNM.
Okay.
I am
All
talking
right.
about PNM in office, and I know of people who cannot go out and march because they'll be victimized and they'll take away the work. Yeah? Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, when I missed the worship, and the woman who was getting from Florida, right in there.
From
She don't
Georgia.
understand how the parents are operating in this country.
They're wicked and evil. They're wicked and evil. They're wicked and evil.
If you just so, I am a Santa Cruz calling earlier on tonight that she locked on listening, must call and make a contribution to this parent government victimized of very dread. It was a partner and all time. I gave it to a woman, Sean Felix. She walked up and but you get tapped as PNM, PNM dread. Nobody find out what he's saying. That PNM and he come on radio station and pong in the PNM now. So yeah, that people listen when you make that contribution, go back and tell the minister, knocking glass the minister again.
But KFC, listen to this.
You all that PNM, you know the PNM is a pirate.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Yeah, dig my phone number, our phone number, my phone number has been passed around to PNM ministers and tell them anytime you see that phone, that phone, don't answer. It's Wall Street. WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't answer it. How many PNM ministers we call here, Tommy, and we get answer from very few of them? How many? Miss Georgia, Miss Atlanta here, you know. But you see the victimization fact. When a woman working CPEP and she have 5 kids and you telling she, hey, go out and march. Go and march. And when she lost she CPEP work, where she getting money from to feed she kids, Miss Georgia? Oh God. That is what we're saying. We ain't saying don't organize. We saying there are certain things you cannot do under this evil, wicked PNM. You can't do it. And I could talk, you know. I could talk. You understand? I could talk. But you see, when I have said, caller, welcome.
Yeah. Just go out and march if you're working CPAP and thing. This was with the PNM alone?
You see, I never said that. I have never said that because I don't know.
Well, then what's the point I'm bringing up that? When it happened under consecutive governments. No, well, I am asking you. Okay, if you didn't say that, I am asking you.
Well, how you come
I
and
am asking you.
come and accuse me? You see, you come now and you accuse me.
Okay, I'm asking you.
So you wasn't
I'm
listening.
asking you.
So you wasn't listening. You wasn't
I'm
listening.
asking you a question.
Go ahead.
This thing about people going to support and have to leave off the CPEP work and have to go down and support. Is this under the PNM alone?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if you don't know, let me tell you. People went down by the parliament and they interviewed them on the TVs. So I ain't read nothing. I ain't hear it from nobody, right? I look the TV with my both eyes and I listen with my both ears. And people were saying things like, well, we don't know why we're here. We come to support Kamala. Kamala, we come to support. They have a clue what they come down there for.
And them was working
right?
CPEP. And them was working CPEP. You know them was
yes.
working CPEP. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so that's the point I'm trying to make. Where we will go when you picking out this and not picking out that. Let me see how we could fix this thing now.
Listen to this.
Rather than allowing it to come to the surface because I heard good damage your toenail.
Gordon. All right, listen off here.
Yeah,
You're almost close to the close. Listen off here. Listen to this. Listen to this. Tommy, how many times have we brought things? For example, what's the sergeant here name in Newark, Tommy? What's his name? What's your fellow name?
Ramsey.
Sergeant Ramsey. Sergeant Ramsey have been trying now for years under the PNM to put a program in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? Where it been? And Gon Joseph, let me show you something. Anyway, we ain't got time to show you. Gon Joseph, you know how many programs I have put to Prime Minister Rowley personally? You know how many to improve Trinidad and Tobago? You know how many, Gon Joseph?
I talk about the one I tried to give the Ministry of Education.
Not 1/8 of one have been even taken a look at. And you go come and tell me about what thing we doing. You know what, Tommy? And Gon Joseph, we fed up. Tommy, you haven't tried? Tommy?
Oh, yeah.
You haven't tried, Tommy?
We all have tried.
Oh, yeah. And Gon Joseph want to sit there, you know, with his red sunglasses, right? And his Balize eye contact lenses, right? Because you're not seeing clearly and talk about, oh, you ever do this? And yes, we have tried for the betterment of the country. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Over. And what happened? What happened? Eh? Look.
Spitting in the wind.
You're spitting in the wind and your spit coming back on your garden. You spit and it come back on you. There you go for a break. Heated in here today, Tommy. Heated. Hot and heated.
Tommy, use the cause of that.
We'll be right back. Stick and stay, folks. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZ.
Folks, before we go for the break, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing quote. You can put your closing voice, whatever you want. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. We are back with you. You know, Tommy, you know what most PNM people don't say? Yeah, what did I say first? Eh? That fella Wall Street, he don't do nothing for people in Trinidad and Tobago. He doesn't do nothing. What he does do for people in Trinidad and Tobago? Then when you bring them the evidence, you know what I tell you? When you do something for people, you ain't supposed to come and tell people. Which one is it? Hey, Tommy and Diana, you ever I don't do nothing for people in Chumaka Clavantil, right? I want them to ask a girl named Asia, right? Who throw a Christmas party, right? With 100 toys for them kids up in Chumaka Clavantil. Actually, who put, when we was having problems, who gave all the families and every planning hampers, right? Actually, we currently have another project that we're working on. Ask other people how many tablets I personally, right, give to people. And it wasn't that. They didn't have to be a PNM, a UNC, a DLP. Somebody reach out and they say, boy, Wall Street boy, I have 10 people here, boy. Get tablets. So, tablets. Yeah? I don't come and talk about them thing, but the poor, suffering, peacefully PNM people who can't even give them half a tablet. Or a tablet. You know where they take tablet? Yeah, that tablet. Tablet. Yeah, they can't give them half of a tablet. That's all you come on, really, yeah, you don't do nothing for them people, them you always want to be. And then you have people like Gordon Joseph and them just come and say, oh God, let me work the thing now. Let me look, miss me, miss me all. Yeah, Miss Santa Cruz. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome.
One for the road, Wall Street.
One for the
I
road.
want to tell Gordon Joseph, you're very disingenuous to say that those workers were CPAP workers. You have no clue where they came from. All you know, you saw them in yellow jerseys, but they were not CPAP workers, Wall Street. They were from the constituency.
There we go.
And there's a big difference. And UNC gave the people a conscious vote, right? They didn't demand that they go down here or go wherever they want to go. And we saw it in Parliament when they had a conscience vote. So don't feel that the UNC was demanding CPAP workers to go anywhere with them. You hear?
Thank you.
I remember when Patrick Manning, just before he called elections, and they had that no confidence motion, and he went out into the square to meet people, and they were interviewing the people. There was a lady with a placard that was reading Patrick Manning developed the HSF or something like that. Somebody asked her, what is the Heritage and Stabilization Fund? She said she don't know. They just gave her placard and tell her to come down in the square. When John Donaldson was asked about it, he said he will have to find out because he don't know anything about that. So don't try to compare the two. They're two totally different parties. Thanks a lot and have a good night.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, the thing about it is this, Tommy and Diana, there are many things that we in America do and we don't talk about it. True. Many things we don't talk about it. But you see the PNM people, especially black PNM people, them who can't give person a plastic plate, plastic fork and a plastic knife, just always be complaining. Oh, them don't do nothing. Them don't do nothing. And I just stay quiet and I say, you know what? As Tommy just say, stray dogs don't bark at every tire or every car door that pass by. That's what it is? Tommy,
there's only bark at BMWs.
That's right.
Tommy say that, man. It's what it is. What it is?
No, you made the point.
Oh yeah. So I just leave some of them alone. You know, because sometimes you don't know that you don't know. And even though you don't know that you don't know, and somebody tell you that you don't know, you still don't want to know that you don't know, even though you don't know that you don't know. And I'm telling you that you don't know. You still don't want to know. So many a times I just leave it, just let it pass. But there are many things. People remind me of things I did in Trinidad. I forget. I remember one time I donated books, right, to the Kwame Center. Look, I just remember that. I just remember that. And ask them same people how much, books did, folks. It's just that we have to start becoming more conscious, and we have to call a spade a spade. If you are a PNM or a UNC or whoever, and you see a party not doing the right thing by the people of the country, you should have a right to tell. You should have a right to tell them. Jeff Bezos say every organization in the world need a truth telling process in order for them to be successful. I didn't say that. Jeff Bezos said that. The gazillionaire from Amazon. So when I talk in truth, I don't come and lie. I have never told a lie on the PNM. Any fact that I've brought you have been facts. They don't like it. They don't like the facts. And they don't like it even worse when the facts is against them and in the UNC favor. All of a sudden, oh, he's at UNC now. Right? And that's part of the problem. I want the PNM to do better by the people who are the bottom of the ladder and they're not doing it. So folks, I don't know. To me, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say.
Give your closing work for now.
All right, let me just play this last voice notes here before we go.
Wall Street, he mother get a P&M house and he went college. But yet still we went and joined NJAC, the first political party. He was a big boy in NJAC. He was a NJAC.
You know, I never knew the Prime Minister said that thing about PNM till he there. You know, that's where that thing come from, boy.
That's what your mother said.
Mother said, boy. So the PNM gave my mother a house up in an apartment in Chumaka, Clavantel. Folks, for your closing comments. So I should be devoted to PNM for the rest of my life.
Yep.
And all my brothers and them should be PNM for the rest of them. And they give you education, right? Them is the government, you know. I thought that was the government supposed to do, to give you an education and to give you housing and the poor people. I think, yeah. Oh, listen to listen to Fox Islam. Listen to this. Sometimes you lie, Wall Street. Dr. Rowley said he might be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. You twist his words.
He might be the blackest man in the room. He twist his words. He twist the words.
Oh God, Tommy. All right. Listen to this. He said I might be, right? He ain't sure. He not sure. He wasn't sure. He was just checking to see if he was the blackest man. So he might be. All right. Fox is damn. You want to take? You want me to use might as a matter of fact? Hold 1 minute. 1 minute. Right? 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. Hold on. Now we will get to that tomorrow. I'll get to that tomorrow. Okay. Hold on.
You see the discussion that took place here last week about this black man company and this black company, and that this black government betraying black people? I take serious umbrage at that. And I tell you why. It was Eric Williams who wrote that the blackest thing in slavery was not the black man. And for all of you who want to talk about black man this and black man that, I might be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's maintain that I'm a proud black man. I mean, I carry myself in a way that black boys and black girls can be proud of what I am and what I represent. My children are proud of me. I'm proud of the life I've led. I have never run away from the color of my skin.
Tommy, are we going to close with this? Tommy, if I say I might be the most outstanding runner in my age group, what do I mean?
Exactly what you said.
That it may be somebody that may be better than you.
Fox.
Mike.
Again, Fox come to shift the goalpost.
So instead of Trinidad and Tobago, you put the room.
Yeah. Let me give my closing quote. Let me give my closing quote. So folks, if you're selling doubles, watch out, Watch out if you're selling doubles. Not every closed door is locked. Push. Not every closed door is locked. Push. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall, so that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become.
Go ahead, Diana.
I'm going to leave it one tonight, on the theme of the program. The care of human life and happiness and not their destruction is the first and only object of good government. Diana Benskin, your poet and journalist, bidding you auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
And now I'll say, it isn't what we say or
Oh, what did I do there? Okay, hold on. Oh, Tommy, sorry, I muted you. Sorry. Tommy, say it over because I muted you. Start
okay,
over.
it isn't what we say or think that defines us, but what we do. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror, you have to become that change that you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror. Like I always say, never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you tomorrow, same time, God willing. Good night.
Okay, let me play this voice note. Okay, hold on.
Woman, you take the cake, the icing and the tablecloth, everything. Oh gosh, I long to hear this kind of voice. I long to hear this kind of voice. Well said, lady. Don't go to the front of the class and go upstairs in the principal chair. My closing comments.
Button Joseph, boy.
When we reach in our homes, we can sit on the chair or the bed and just reflect on how things went with the program and ask if we help somebody, if we hurt somebody, if we better ourselves, and is it worth going again, doing again? All right? Because woe be unto the man who depend on a government for him and his family. Woe be unto any man who do that. I have said before, I lived under several governments, but my dependency has always been on Jehovah God, and he never failed me. God night.
Okay, let me see other closing.
Who had to go upstairs in class, Tommy?
Woman.
I don't know. Some woman you talking about. I know which one.
Woman.
I don't
When
know
you
which
go and sit down in the principal office on the principal chair.
Oh Lord.
Miss Santa Cruz said, Mark Twain, you cannot pray a lie.
So if the principal sit on the chair, you gonna sit on the lap.
Who is PNM to the bone?
Oh God! Tell me that's funny.
I belong to the soca party, girl. Soca party.
She's a bone. Andrew said, with all respect, this is one of the best ever program I have listened to. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nazama said, Nazma, excuse me. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Fox Islam, closing comments. Dr. Rowley legacy, he managed COVID-19 without using lime and punching. Yeah.
I tell you.
Fox, Diana Benskin, I respect you and Atlanta. Man, I respect a whole state, you know. Atlanta, right? Nazma Ali says, Tommy Mohammed, Fox doesn't have a brain that went out one ear and out the next. Fox just put closing comment 3 times and 4 times. You know. If you ain't go read it, I know I just read them. Closing comment. Hanif says nobody pelt mango trees without mangoes. That's correct.
Correct.
Correct, right. Nazma said PNM knows they have support, their supporters brainwash. Let's see where's the other one here. All right. I see that one there. All right. Nazma closing comment is we need to get this dictator Rowley out of office. Mover Defender closing comment. He who can't stand the truth will hate he who speak it. I like that. He who can't stand the truth will hate he who speak it. And I have to be honest with you. I face that daily from the BRP and them. Daily. And I'm gonna close with this one. Fox Islam says, Wall Street, the project proposal you did was poorly presented. Can you imagine that?
He saw the presentation.
Thank you very much, Tommy. Thank you so much. Not only saw it, but he was there when it was presented. You understand? He just this is typical PNM. Typical PNM. Right? Boy, Fox. That Novocaine they put on anyway. Folks, we are out of here. We're gonna go out tonight with let me go out tonight with Karina Shea. So folks, we're gonna see you again, same WZYE time, same WZYE channel tomorrow. Good night to all of you, and we are out of here. Later. See you. Bye-bye.
Trinidad, to leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing, pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss while electorals act. How did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you got to stand up and be counted. But daily we're intimidated. Every day I next to witness silence while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis, broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting Trimbago. It's time we separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. While them police busy playing hide and seek, we're facing the world when we had to reap. Hey, oh yeah, save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah, in our schools, kids getting on. We're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe. Live MMA, they're pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline Tomovado, mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole, Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be frotting, and while church attendance real low, protest pack floods them casino, while black market prices haggling, through up ports, big guns they smuggling, Spanish women are hot like their music, saucy salsa, human traffic trend they go. We can't wait, the devil making hay while we sleep, tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap, while we look on them as more mothers who weep. We're in the world when we have to reap. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Now the nation's soul has been revealed, how they function on battlefield. Busy street, yes, in our city, killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trend they go, the time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While from you gas, some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drug guns and women, and the Coast Guard cannot stop them. Trend they go, the time is now. Look how the murder rate leap, tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Before more of our daughters, they put us to sleep. Must stop this world when we have to reap. Time to stand up and be counted. We must defeat this threat they've mounted. We cannot wait for no messiah, like zero fiddling through the fire. But while the flames we keep romancing, the grim reaper keeps advancing across the land. He casts his shadow, slashing victims to the marrow. Trend they go, the time is now. Look how the price we pay in don't steep, while some labor keep. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. We